Algebra students, this is lesson 6.3. Basically, lesson 6.3, I'm going to, good grief, I can't spell. Basically, what I'm going to do is go over the last 2 days of what we've done and work a few problems. That's what we're going to do in classes. We're going to practice with this a little bit, but I wanted to hit some of the important problems. So, we've learned how to deal with a negative exponent. In order to simplify it, I am going to, since it's in the numerator, I'm going to put it in the denominator, and that will become positive. And we also discussed the power of 0. 3/4 to the 0 power, any number to the 0 power is 1. And on this one, we've got a negative exponent. Since that's in the numerator, I'll put it in the denominator. So we have x squared over y cubed. And that made it positive. So that's kind of the summary of the special rules that I wanted you to make sure that you know. So now what I'm going to do is somebody in class the other day asked if you could have bigger squares on when you multiply polynomials. So now I have a trinomial times a trinomial. 1, 2, 3 terms, and 1, 2, 3 terms. So what I want to do is make a 3x3 box. So it's a bigger box. So I've got 3 going that way, 3 coming this way. So I have x squared minus 5x plus 3, negative 2x squared plus 5x minus 2. Okay? Now it's simply just what we did with the 2x2 box. This box is this one and this one, so I'm going to multiply them. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. X squared times x squared, since I'm multiplying the same base, I'm going to add their exponents, so it'll be 2x to the 4th. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. X squared times x is x to the 3rd. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Pull through the x squared. 5 times 1 is 5. X times x squared is x to the 3rd. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. X times x is x squared. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry the x with you. Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10 times x. Negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. Now, remember, if you are diagonal from each other this direction, it will be your like terms. So notice how those all got put in a nice pretty place for you to deal with. All we have to do is combine like terms now. There's no like term for x to the 4th, so I have negative 2 x to the 4th. 5 plus 10 is 15 x cubed. Negative 2 minus 25 is negative 27. Negative 27 minus 6 is negative 33 x squared. 15 plus 10 is 25x, and then minus 6 has nobody else. This is your answer. Oops. There's some geometry for you. Alright. What if I want to raise pq to the 4th power? Well, I can do that with the numerator individually and the denominator individually. Since these are not the same base, I can't do any subtracting. That's my simplified answer. A lot going on in this problem, but remember, I can separate everything out, so I'm going to do 7 squared times x to the 3rd squared over 2 squared times y to the 4th squared. Alright, 2 and 7 do not have a common base, so we can go ahead and work them out. So that's 49, excuse me, over 4. X cubed to the 2nd power. Since I'm raising a power to a power, I multiply their exponents, so this will be x to the 6th power. Y to the 4th power raised to the 2nd power will give me y to the 8th. And there I am done. And that is about all I've got for you tonight. Just a quick review of some important things. Make sure that you fill out the form that goes with this. I'll see you guys tomorrow.